Something looks a little off with this picture, doesn't it? Hey guys, welcome back to Man Time. Today's episode we are going to find out why there's motor oil all over this rim. I don't see anything here that's like could be leaking. I mean, unless this thing cracked, I just don't know. This is a four-wheel drive tractor. This is a hub inside of here that I guess it's a locking hub, automatic type of deal. I have no idea. But we're going to try to figure out why this thing's leaking. Welcome to Man Time. So this thing is just covered in oil. Covered. Now, unless this thing's cracked, I don't see any way oil could be leaking out of there. Especially to the extent that it is, right? So first thing we need to do is try to figure out where it's leaking from. And hopefully it's maybe just this plug, and we should be able to see, like right away, oil starting to drip out of there. There's an oil level fill that says to here, so when this is on top here, I guess you just fill it up with oil. I just don't see anywhere. Well, I guess let's pull this plug out. Try that first. Yeah, there's nothing leaking. So it must have probably leaked all of the fluid out of it. Best case scenario, maybe this plug is damaged or the O-ring broke. I'm not that lucky, of course. So it's going to be something major. It's good and tight. Alright. You know what? I've got a new tool. See if I can find it. Yeah. Now this kind of technology I can really get behind. I mean, are you kidding me? A little bitty, look at this. Look at this. 1/2 inch impact, 20 volt. You bet. I'm not one for new technology, but this type of stuff is really handy. Where was this leaking from? My magnet. See, it's got a magnet inside of here. It's definitely got some metal on it, but I mean, not a lot. You know what that's leading me to believe, though? This hub is cracked. Oh, man. That's nasty. Yeah. That's some metal. But, I mean, I'm looking at the O-ring, I'm looking at the threads. I don't see any damage to either one of them. So, how's the oil getting out of here? Guess I'm taking the rim off. I should get a rag over here, huh? This ought to be a fun video. I can test this 1/2 inch impact to see how it's doing. But first, let's see how high our oil level is here. See, there's this outer gear. I can actually inspect it. I don't know how well you guys can see in there, but there's our outer ring gear. on, back. Okay, there's our oil level. Right down in there somewhere. Where is all this oil leaking from? I think it's going to be this hub. I was just about to make a video on why this tractor is good. Now I feel like that is not going to be possible. Okay, what do we got here? 26 maybe? 27? 27, first try. Alright, let's see how this thing really does. Nope. See, I opted for the skinnier one with less torque. Not designed for tractor maintenance, obviously. Okay, next, breaker bar with a cheater pipe. I'm really tempted to try the Ingersoll Rand half-inch impact, but you know what, I'm going to give this one shot, though. Let's see if we can set this up for you to see it a little bit better. Cheater pipe, leverage all the way back here with my knee. Let's try that Ingersoll Rand air tool, huh? I was actually able to break a couple of them here as I was waiting. Oh! Oh, okay. Yeah, they're coming. This one was just being stubborn. Oh. Get it? Oh, yeah. All the torque on it. Oh, yeah. No power tools needed. Standard method. Cheater pipe, breaker bar. Good to go. Alright, now this will probably be helpful in just kind of speeding up the process. But as an actual tool, it was not working. Okay. I need to try to keep these clean. Let me get set up here a little bit better with maybe a coffee can to plunk. Beauty of being a coffee drinker. I mean, there's multiple benefits, but one is the empty cans. As long as you don't throw them away, they come in pretty handy. Okay. Where is this thing leaking? Oh. Okay. Why is that on there so tight? Ah. So these type of situations are the ones that you really need to, like, play detective. I mean, it was just like all of a sudden we started, just getting oil pouring out. But the funny thing is, there's no oil on the back of the rim, so it was all coming out like this side and out and onto the rim from out here somewhere. And I wasn't doing anything. I was using the grater blade and just kind of running up and down the house pad. So I mean, the only damage I'm seeing is like right here, around here, and I mean, I don't see anything that's cracked, leaking, and or Why was there oil leaking out of here, you know? There's no indication that anything was leaking anywhere. So maybe it was a freak thing that it just started leaking out of here all of a sudden. Again, this O-ring, I guess we can re-inspect the O-ring. But I mean, it didn't look like there was anything leaking out of here. Yeah, O-ring looks fine. Let's see if we can get this rim back on. Alright, we got our rim back on there. You can see it's completely coated in oil. Got the starter nut on there. Taken back off to put anti-seize on there. Get them all hand tight. And then let's try out our tool here. Let's see how tight that got it. That felt pretty snug. Let's see if we can move any of these by hand. Oh, we gotta put it down. It's full weight on the ground. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, good idea to hand tighten these. And we don't want to strain ourselves. We'll just do it the same way that came off. Yeah, that's Alright, so I drove it up and down the block a few times and it is still dry. Cleaned this off just to make sure I could see like any new oil cropping up from anywhere. It doesn't seem like it's cracked, broke, you know, defective. The drain and fill plug there seems like it's fine. The O-ring was fine. I mean, everything seems fine, and now it's not leaking. I don't know. You ever had any mystery oil leaks that you cleaned up all around where it was leaking and filled it back up with fluid and it just quit leaking? Doesn't seem very likely, but I don't know. It's not leaking. Anyways, that's going to do it for today on Man Time. Guys, get out there. Have you some man time, too.